Hey everybody, it's Friday, July 8th, and I am out in my creative space, just doing my morning ritual. And I know I've talked about the connection between the elements that I start my day with, my daily planner, the three daily inspiration books that I read from, and tarot cards I pull. So I'm just going to keep reminding you of that. That this is why I believe spirits are guiding us in this lifetime, because as they all sync together, the message for today is really clear. I really wanted to get up and go on a hike today. I haven't been on a hike in a couple weeks, and that is where I most connect with my higher power. It's the place that I go when the thoughts are churning in the mind, and I can go out on a hike and just look around at all the trees and the water and let the things go that are sticking and keep them from consuming my ego, right? Because the ego is constantly gripping onto things that lead to suffering, and that element of being disappointed, having expectations in life, not leading with the heart, responding to people without understanding or compassion. And if I am somebody that is wanting to show up in the world with elements of compassion and understanding, I have to put the work in, because the ego is powerful, and it will keep any of us in that element of places that we don't want to be in. So I start by writing in my daily planner. I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for, and I write my intention for the day. I write down what I'm feeling, body, mind, and spirit, just so that I can have an idea of like, where am I starting every day. And then from there, I will read my daily inspirations. And today, the two, both from Melody Beattie, Journey to the Heart, was about being okay with slowing down. And that even if you are frustrated that you have to slow down, there's a reason why your body is asking for that to happen. And that it's still forward movement. It's not that you are stuck, it's just a matter of really allowing the body and the mind to simmer. And sometimes that's for health reasons. Well, it's always for health reasons, but physically or emotionally. And then I'm going to read from The Language of Letting Go, because it was talking about going with the flow. It says, let go of fear and your need to control. Relinquish anxiety. Let it slip away as you dive into the river of the present moment, the river of your life, your place in the universe. Stop trying to force the direction. Try not to swim against the current unless it's necessary for your survival. If you've been clinging to a branch at the riverside, let it go. Let yourself move forward. Let yourself be moved forward. Avoid the rapids when possible. If you can't stay relaxed, staying relaxed can take you safely through fierce currents. If you go under for a moment, allow yourself to surface naturally. You will. Appreciate the beauty of the scenery as it is. See things with freshness, with newness. You shall never pass by today's scenery again. Don't think too hard about things. The flow is meant to be experienced. Within it, care for yourself. You are part of the flow, an important part. Work with the flow. Work within the flow. Thrashing about isn't necessary. Let the flow help you care for yourself. Let it help you set boundaries, make decisions, and get where you need to be when it's time. You can trust the flow and your part in it. And so again, really trusting that element of slowing down and appreciating that slower current, not necessarily needing to rush down the river in a raft. And although that can be fun at times, we miss beautiful things along the way. Today I was reminding myself that this pause and stillness that I am trying to embrace is allowing me an opportunity to not react to people when I want to. And that's something that is constant work for me. It is constant work. It is. I'm going to admit it. Because I have come from experiences where I feel my voice wasn't heard or valid. And so I want to jump in and tell people, no, this is my truth. This is what I'm feeling. When the reality is that I can do that in a gentler way. And a lot of people look at me when I teach and they say, oh, but you're so calm and so grounded. And I am when I teach. But there's an element that gets me there, and part of that is doing this morning ritual for myself. When I don't submerge myself in this ritual, I can very easily get wrapped up in those thoughts, spin the day away, and then I am in reaction mode versus responding mode. So lastly, I pull my tarot cards, and I've pulled this card before during very similar times in my life, and it is Shaktipat of Seahorse, and it talks about how seahorses, when the ocean is really swirling around, that they go deep down into the seaweed and they hibernate. They go into hermit mode, and they wait for those calmer waters to come out and be present and show themselves as they are, serene and beautiful, because they are fragile, and we are too. And that's basically what the tarot card is reminding me of, that, you know, I'm a fragile Pisces, I'm a fish, I'm not this lion, although some people might think that at times. I am fragile. And I'm vulnerable. And anytime you're vulnerable, you are exposing yourself to the world that is harsh and cold at times. And so, how do you protect yourselves? You go inward when things are loud and forceful in the world. The interesting thing is that it talks about the hippocampus, which is also a neural center in the human brain. It helps us navigate our way in the world and find where we can thrive and best avoid negative influences. So again, spirit guided, it's asking me to really be mindful of my health at the moment. And I've had some shoulder aches and pains for quite a while now, and I am modifying my teaching as best I can, but the reality is that I'm still in a lot of pain at night, and this is reminding me to take a look at that deeper. Why am I still in a lot of pain 6 months later? Do I need to investigate that further? And the answer is yes. So again, spirit guided, thank you for reminding me that my health is important, and so is yours. And so as you've shown up today on this Friday, hot July 8th, how can you take better care of yourself? How can you slow down and find that flow and that rhythm that makes you feel like you are still accomplishing something versus that you're at a standstill? It's really important for us Energizer bunnies that like to go all the time and just get the tasks done and check them off our list, that we remind ourselves at some point that level of work is going to catch up with us and our health might be jeopardized. So this is my reminder today to rest. I'm not going on my hike. I might go for a walk later in the park. I'm just going to settle into the day as best I can, hydrate with a lot of water, and do some heart fulfilling activities, whatever those end up being. I hope that this is helpful for you to settle into your day. I hope that you really listen to the body, because it's always speaking and telling us how to take care of ourselves. It's the ego that's like, no, don't listen. push it aside. So that's all I have for today, July 8th. You can continue to subscribe here. I appreciate you viewing the videos. Any likes or comments are also appreciated. And then you can find me on Instagram as the Inner Light Yogi. All right, my loves, have a beautiful day.